But yeah, thanks for coming on the podcast. And for people that don't know you, I guess give us a little bit of, where you grew up, who you are, and what you do.
Thanks for having me. I started out doing video production probably at the age of 11 or 12. And I say video production, I just kind of hijacked my dad's camera. And he had it around for like Christmas videos and stuff. And he would set it up in the family room when we would, we'd be opening presents. But it's funny, like those are related because he would get me, motocross DVDs or VHS at the time as a gift. Every year they would come out around Christmas. That was just like their routine, whether it be like a moto video or quad riding or freestyle or something. And so they would get those for me. And, he's giving me this video for the first time, seeing it around Christmas. And then I'm like, well, he's got that camera. So, and then just hit it right there and started following like my best friend till this day, Alex. He rides pit bikes with me, but we both used to ride bikes and he would ride skate parks. So I just take the camera with me and go film that. And I can remember like high 8 video of us just like, it's scribbling through the TV and everything. We were watching that and I was just like, I've got to learn how to edit this. So I did. It took me forever. I mean, pretty much my whole adult life has been spent learning how to do this stuff. And so from that moment I was like, yeah, this is what I'm going to do.
So you got into it kind of because dad was into it then?
Well, my dad would only do it as I guess I could say my dad has always been kind of like a techie dude. He always had like, the mixers for the surround sound and like, at the time in the mid 90s, he had that camera. It was probably worth a pretty penny back in the day. So he always had that stuff. And so I guess, it was always like readily available, but he didn't have any interest in, filming the stuff I wanted to. I didn't want to film Christmas. I wanted to film, like we'd always rode. So I was like, well, if those dudes can do it, let's see what we can do.
Yeah. So you grew up in Oklahoma, right?
Oh yeah. Born and raised.
Yeah.
I've been all around. So, I think that's why I've always wanted to stay here.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So where does when you grow up and you got friends who are in motocross or whatever and riding bikes and stuff like that, and then you see the video side of things, was dad into motorsport as well?
Yes, he got me and my brother into riding. So at the house I grew up in until I was about 5, I remember walking out to the garage, he was like, it's Christmas morning, he sent me and my brother out there and there's a picture of me in my underwear. I'm like 4 or 5 years old and he's got these, little Honda 3-wheeler and 4-wheelers. So, he was a very heavy motivation and to get us into riding. Like we just took a weekend trip this last weekend. So he's in his 50s, my brother's in his 30s, I'm in my 30s and we're still riding together.
Those Honda 3-wheels were like one of the unsafest vehicles.
They outlawed them.
They're terrible.
They outlawed them. They outlawed them from being manufactured, and now there's a few, third-party developers that are out there building them. But they're fun. I've got a 1985 that I've rebuilt. I rebuilt one for my dad. Like I said, if it doesn't have to do with working on them, riding them, I'm filming it.
Yeah.
So
those, for people that don't know, like the Honda 3-wheelers were, they're legendary within the community, but also like super,
they're super hard to find,
super unsafe. Yeah.
It's like, if you can, there's people there. It's like an antique. Mm-hmm. It's like an antique, but the difference between my antiques and maybe other people's antiques is you can still use them, if they're kept up. But I enjoy everything about it. I love to ride. I love watching it. I love filming it. I love editing it. It doesn't necessarily have to be, motorsports or anything, just something interesting.
Yeah. Something kind of fast and interesting.
Yeah. I shot my first short film that had nothing to do with action sports, like just this for Halloween. It was right here. We did a Michael Myers little skit thing. And I think most everyone was like, where's the joke? But I was like really trying to make it scary and serious.